Alright, we should be live. What's up, everybody? Got a nice little cup slate today. Draftkings made prices pretty good today. Like, there's no, big misprices on the slate, so, I don't know. It's kind of a different one. Not like the yesterday where I think it was pretty cut and dry who to play. I think there's some interesting ones we got to talk about, but we'll get into that. So, let's start out. Make sure to hit that like button if you haven't already. Yeah, we're going to start Kyle Busch. He starts 20th. He's the highest priced driver, and I want to play him today. I don't really see any reason to not. He needs a top 4 to pay off his salary, but, I mean, he's been so good at road courses his whole career. We've seen him run really well at Watkins Glen, too. So, I mean, he's definitely one of the favorites to win today. So, really like Kyle Busch today is one of my favorite plays. I'm going to have a lot of him. Chase Elliott just kind of got downgraded a little bit because he has to go to the rear. I don't know if any of you knew that. That just came out like 20 minutes ago. So Chase Elliott going to the rear. He is going to have to lead a few laps, pay off his salary, but I don't really mind. I don't really care. I mean, it's Chase Elliott at a road course. He's just the best. He's just by far the best in NASCAR road courses right now. So, I mean, I'm sure he'll find his way back up to the front. I mean, he started pretty much in the back of Road America and won, so I'm not worried at all. I'm going to be playing my fair share of Chase Elliott. Didn't even blink an eye. So here we are with Chase Elliott, going to play him. What's up, Adam and Chris? How you guys doing today? Martin Truex, he is starting 3rd. He's going to have to lead laps, pay off his salary, but Truex he's just another driver who is so great at road courses. 6.8 average finish, 9.2 average position over the last year and a half. So I'm really going to like going to Truex. I definitely think he's one of the favorites to win as well. I'm just going to have exposure to him. Kyle Larson, I don't think he'll be as highly owned as his 3 above him, just because he's not really known as a great road course driver. But, we did see him win Sonoma this year, and he pretty much dominated that whole race. So, I mean, and we've seen him run well at Watkins Glen, the 42 car in the past. So, I don't have any problem with Kyle Larson here. He's going to need to lead laps, pay off his salary. I would probably put him a step below the 3 above him, but, I mean, I still think he's a good tournament play. Probably want to go there in cash, but a good tournament play would be Kyle Larson, in my opinion. I was really going back and forth on Kurt Busch today, and I ended up fading him. That's risky, definitely risky. He's starting 17th, and he's really historically good at road courses, but he does need a top 5 to pay off his salary, and I kind of feel like that's a ceiling. So if he just doesn't, if he gets an 8th or a 9th or a 7th, he's pretty much not going to do much for you. So, and that's kind of just where I feel like he's going to finish. So I ended up just not getting to him. It's scary. I know he's going to be high owned, but that's you got to make tough decisions to win big in tournaments, and I think Kurt Busch is probably going to make or break my day today, so that's where I'm going at. I totally get if you're playing him. I think he's a good cash play, too. I'd play him in cash, actually, but, just you got to do what you got to do. William Byron, I'm also off. He just has been bad at road courses here. I know he's had a lot of bad luck with wrecks, but, I mean, he also needs a top 5, and I kind of feel like that's his ceiling. We have seen him run well at road courses in the past, so you've seen him almost win the Charlotte Roval a few times, but, I mean, I don't think he's going to really be in competition for the win today. I think a top 5 is probably his ceiling. I could see him hitting it, but at the same time, I'd probably still rather go to Kurt, honestly. I think he's more likely to hit it than Byron, but probably not going to go to either of them today. What's up, Finesse God? Davidson to play today. I'm not playing him. I'm just not paying that much. Playing $5,900 for James Davidson. He has an average finish of 26 on the road course this year, and he needs a top 24 to pay off his salary. And honestly, the only reason he's finished up that high in those road course races because there's been wrecks, and he's just passed those guys and stayed out of trouble. Watkins Glen, especially the past few years, there hasn't been as many accidents at this track as so many of the road courses. So pretty much, I'll get to Davidson, but I'm really not interested in him. If you want to play him, I get it, but I think there's just better plays around. I'd rather just pay less for LaJoy, Alfredo, or Priest personally. So, Joey Logano starts 2nd. A lot of people are off Joey Logano. I'm actually interested in him today. He's going to have to lead laps to pay off his salary, but Team Penske overall has been really good in this package this year, which this is the package they use for this races, or for the road courses, are the flat tracks. And Logano's won here before. We've seen him lead laps at Watkins Glen before, win these races. What's up, Spanky? All right, that was my dog. Sorry. But yeah, Joey Logano, I think he's definitely someone that I think is going to be lower owned that I like in tournaments as a dominator here. He starts 2nd. I think he'll probably pass Brad, to be honest, and lead early. And without the threat of Chase Elliott really quickly, I really do like Logano. Yeah, Logano has been on fire for road courses recently. The last one they ran out, he didn't run well. What was that, Road America? But before that, he had finish in the top 5 like nonstop. So I feel like he's kind of safe play, and he has a lot of upside, and just not a lot of people are going to get there. So, yeah, I mean, I definitely like Logano for sure for tournaments today. I mean, I think it's one of my favorite tournament plays on the slate. Favorite cash plays besides Kyle Busch and Chase Elliott, or I don't know, whichever Busch you're talking about and Chase Elliott, I think both of them are good cash plays. Yeah, I think cash plays I really like today would probably be like Chris Buescher. I really like the 7K range. We'll get to it. Really like McDowell today, Suarez, those guys. If you want to go cheaper, if you want to go all the way down to the bottom, I think Ryan Preece, which we'll get to. Yeah, I like the 22 today too as a sneaky play. Yeah, I mean I think Logano is going to go way under owned today. Denny Hamlin, I'm kind of off of him. He needs to lead laps as well. I don't know. He's good at road courses. You can't count him out, but in my opinion, I would put him behind Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott, Martin Truex Jr., and Joey Logano, and Kyle Larson and Logano to lead and win this race. So, I just don't see it from Hamlin. Hamlin's trying to hold on to that points lead, and there's nothing more Denny Hamlin like than to choke it. So I don't really see him doing much today. One dominator race, yeah. I mean, there might be more guys leading laps, but it's not like a huge lap race. There's not, a million laps in this race. So, I think you're probably only going to need one lap leader. I think it's more based on, like, finishing position. Like, I don't think there's a ton of great place differential plays today. And so you're just going to have guys that, could maybe lead you a few laps and then just finish around where they start. And I think that's what your higher price guys, unless like Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott, Kurt Busch, and Byron, Chase Elliott will do well. Assuming Kyle Busch, Kurt Busch, and William Byron don't like break the slate. If they do, then these guys are going to be out. But I don't think like Kurt Busch and Byron are going to dominate this race. I don't even think Kyle Busch will. I think he might lead a few laps, but I don't think he'll dominate or anything. Who are we on now? Brian Blaney needs to lead laps. Haven't really seen it from him at road courses, so I'm just not really there. Brad Keselowski is the same thing. I like Keselowski as a bet today. He's like plus 3,000 to win, but I mean, we still just haven't. I mean, Watkins Glen has been the one road course that Keselowski historically has like been really good at. He has. I mean, it's been a while. Like it hasn't been great here in the past few times they've been here. But I mean, you go back to the early 2010s and stuff. Keselowski was so good at this track. He never kind of got through to win. He was always losing to Ambrose. But he's definitely someone that just hasn't been as great at road courses in recent years. Would not be surprised to see him win today. So, yeah. What's up, Luke? Elliot or Logano, Chase Elliott, definitely. No question there. Chase Elliott's my number one guy on the slate. Like, it's the first guy I want to get into lineups. Every road course pretty much is. Christopher Bell starts 7th. He starts 7th. He's going to be a top 3. I think he might go a little bit under owned. Really good road course driver. We've seen him this year, obviously, win Daytona road course, finished 2nd at Road America. He drove pretty well at COTA. I don't really remember what happened to him at Sonoma, but I think he ran well. Average finish 9 at road courses this year. Has a win. I think he could definitely get up and compete for the win. I think it's going to be a tournament play. Alex Bowman, so today I was debating Bell or Bowman for lineups. I went with Bell over Bowman. Bowman's going to need a top 5. That's kind of how I feel his ceiling is. Like, I don't think Bowman goes out and wins. But, we've seen him have really good road course runs in the past, just top 5 finishes. That's just kind of how I feel he bottoms out. I don't think he gets up and leads much laps or anything. So I don't think his ceiling's too high. I feel like he's kind of a safe play. Christopher Bell's to the rear too. Didn't know that one. I knew Chase Elliott was. I don't really care about Chase Elliott being to the rear. Christopher Bell, that definitely makes me a little bit less interested. But still, it's a long race. He'll find his way back up there. It's not like you need him to lead laps. You just need him to finish up towards the front. And I think I'm still fine with it. Yeah, I'm gonna be fine with Christopher Bell too. Kevin Harvick needs top 3. I don't really see it. Chase Briscoe I really like. He needs a top 14. And, so the road courses this year, he finished in the top 10 at both Road America and COTA. He wrecked at Daytona road course, and Sonoma he didn't run well. So he's kind of hit or miss. He was really good at road courses in the Xfinity Series. He ran the ARCA race the other day, so he does have laps on him. I think he'll do fine. A top 14, I think he should do that. I don't really see... that's what I'm hoping he can get that top 10 ceiling, but I think he should get a top 14, so I think he's a safer play. He's a little bit more expensive than I'd want him to be. I don't really want to play Chase Briscoe, $8,300, but at road courses, I think it's okay to go there. So I'm going to like Chase here. Ross Chastain, he needs a top 7. And Ross Chastain's been good at road courses this year. He almost won COTA. He ran well at Road America. He has this average finish of 7 at road courses this year, so I like Ross. That's someone I just really want to get to today. I think that won't be as highly owned. I'm going Ross over Reddick too. Reddick needs a top 8. Just haven't seen him be that strong at road courses. Like, we saw him really strong. He was really strong at, what was it, Coda? That's really the only time I've ever seen Reddick do anything really that special on road courses. So I don't really know how much I want to go with. I don't really know how much I feel confident in Reddick. Definitely feel more confident in Ross Chastain. So that's where I'm going on those two. Kyle Busch, Elliott, and who for a spend up. So I'm assuming you want one more spend up. That's a lot of salary, but okay. I don't know if you're asking, for another guy to spend up, I probably in tournaments go Logano. But I feel like you're more asking me right now who to punt with, because that's a lot of salary, and it would be Ryan Preece. I like Preece a lot today, actually. So, Chris Buescher starts 24th. He needs a top 14 to pay off his salary. He's actually pretty much been a consistent top 15 to 20 driver his whole career in road courses in NASCAR. So I don't have a problem going to Chris Buescher at all. Definitely someone I like today. Matty D needs a top 10. He's going to be hit or miss. Wouldn't play him in cash, but I like him in tournaments. Some of these road courses, man, Matty D runs up front. Or some of these road courses he runs up front. Some of them he just is awful. So I don't really, know how to tell you if he's going to be great or not today, but he has the upside. So I mean, I'm playing him in tournaments. Wouldn't go there in cash. The guy in the upper mid-range, pair of Kyle Busch and Chase Elliott, I'm around 8,000 to 9,000. Probably Christopher Bell, maybe Alex Bowman, or Chase Briscoe. I don't know if that's too cheap, but it'd probably be Chase Briscoe. That would be my pick. Who are we on now? Suarez. Really like Suarez here. He's a good road course driver. He needs a top 13 to pay off his salary. He finished last at Road America. No, that was Preece. I don't know. He one of these races he just did awful because he had engine issues. I think it was Road America. And that's going to hurt some of his, if you go back and look at his finishes. But he has run well without that. Average finish of 14 this year in road courses. I really do like him here. I think he's definitely someone I want to get in. I'd play him in cash, honestly, but definitely want him in tournaments. Suarez and GVP, hoping no more mechanical gremlins. That would be very nice. I do not want to see that at all. Ryan Newman, I'm off. Needs a top 17. He's just been horrible at road course this year. Average finish of 25.5. Don't really want to go there at all. Love Michael McDowell here. He needs a top 16 starting 25th. They just made him too cheap, man. We know McDowell is a good road racer. He's been like that his whole career. We've seen him run. He could definitely get a top 10 today. So $7,200 for Michael McDowell. Sign me up. I don't really understand the pricing there. I'm going to get that for sure. I think Eric Jones is actually, I honestly came into this slate, I saw his pricing and I was like, I'm probably not going to be on Eric Jones. $7,000 starting 22nd. I saw what he needed to do. And then I started looking at the data and I was like, oh my gosh, Eric Jones has actually been a top 15 driver at road courses this year, aside from Daytona. So I'm fine with, or no, maybe it was aside Road America. I think it was aside from Road America. I don't know. So I really like Eric Jones today. I don't have a problem with that. He was running well yesterday in the Xfinity Series race before he ran out of brakes, so that sucked. Killed me. I was actually in position for a takedown yesterday, and then that happened. So unfortunate, but I think Eric Jones should run well here today. He's a very good road course racer. I don't know. You just don't go to road courses saying, "Oh, Eric Jones," but he's been good. He always was top 5 driver in JGR equipment. Obviously, we're not getting that from him today, but the top 15, I think is definitely in the cards. Eric Almirola needs top 9. We're not going there, man. He's just not good at road courses. Coming off that big win. Bubba Wallace needs a top 18, starting 26th. Another guy who's just been bad at road courses historically, man. Even just bad this year. I'm just not in on Bubba, man. But I do like Cole Custer. He needs a top 14, and he's just kind of been, like a 10 to 20 driver in the Cup Series and the road courses. And if he can get you that top 14, I think that's going to be a good play. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. also needs a top 14. He had a really fast car at Road America. So they've been doing good at road courses this year, the JTG Daughtery team. So I do like Ricky. I think this is definitely a spot that we could see him do well. He's probably my favorite guy in this little 6K range. And then Austin Dillon's too cheap. Look, Austin Dillon, man, he has been bad at road courses historically, but this year he's been better. He needs a top 14. I feel like that's kind of his ceiling, but he's $6,100, and you're paying $6,100 for Austin Dillon. Austin Dillon's $200 more than James Davison. I don't really care where you're at, man. I'm probably gonna play that. So yeah, I'm going with Austin Dillon. I profited yesterday, but it would have been much better if Eric didn't wreck. Yeah, same. It was just unfortunate. That was a tough L right there. I was doing so good, man. The Xfinity slate was going fantastic for me before that. So, um, trucks, I profited a little bit too. It was really similar actually for both races, but truck race, what really killed me was it grand end finger wrecking or having mechanical issues. That hurt me a lot, and there was someone else that screwed me over. But Chad Chastain just capped my ceiling. So, I mean, whatever. Hold on. Man. Stupid dog. All right. James Davidson needs a top 24 to pay off that salary. We kind of already talked about him, but you're paying for his ceiling here. I don't want that, man. I just don't ever want to pay for a Rick Ware car who needs to finish top 24. I don't care who's driving it. So I'm just not on it. I mean, especially when they price him above LaJoy. Like if he was like $5,200, that would be different. But we have LaJoy, Alfredo, and Priest priced below him. Bell's got me worried now. Yeah, I mean, I can understand that, but I'm still gonna play him. I mean, he doesn't need to leave. He doesn't really need to have an dominator upside for you, so it shouldn't really affect anything. He should still finish well. Trucks would have been a takedown, but Allmendinger ruined everything. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, that's right. AJ Allmendinger had that late pit or whatever. That killed me. That hurt me too. That was just a frustrating day. Frustrating truck race. Xfinity one was better, but could have been way better. Thoughts on Eric Jones top 20 on DraftKings minus 120 mortgage play? Yeah, I don't mind that. It is still the 43 car. I know he's been good on road courses, but you're asking the 43 car when he's favored to get a top 20. Like, I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. I don't mind it. I think he'll finish top 20, but it is still Richard Petty Motorsports car at minus 120 to finish top 20. So, I don't know. Just do what you want with that. I don't really have a lean on that. I mean, I think it should be favored, I guess, but I don't know. That's a tough one. Corey LaJoy, he's top 24. I mean, we definitely see him doing that. He's, done well at road courses, his pretty much his whole career. So, since he's been on Spire. So, I don't mind that at all. Anthony Alfredo actually isn't that bad of a play, I don't think. Top 22. But I just would, if these guys LaJoy and Priest were around the same salary as Alfredo, I would play him today, but I just really like Priest and LaJoy a lot. Priest needs a top 19, but Ryan Priest has actually been really good at road courses. This year, he has an average finish at 16.75 and an average position at 19.5, obviously not counting Road America when he blew an engine, on lap 1. So, I really like Priest today. He's way too cheap. I think LaJoy is too. I think there's just nice little value plays to get into your lineups today, so that's really a quick little rundown. Ask me any questions you guys have for the slate. I will answer them right now. Christopher Bell one's going to be interesting. I hope that brings his own... I didn't think he'd be high-owned anyway, but, I hope that really brings his ownership down. That would be very nice. I'm still playing him. All right, any question you guys have for me before we head on out? Hopefully today will be a good race. Elliott's crew chief also suspended for a race. He might not win, but I don't think it really matters. I'm playing Chase Elliott regardless. I don't really care. Talk me out of fading Kyle today. Nate, no practice. Kyle has been bad versus Kyle with practice and Xfinity. Yeah, but, it's still Kyle Busch still at a road course is, different. He's really been good at Watkins Glen. I understand the fade, especially if you just want to go a ton of Chase Elliott and a ton of Truex. I'm just playing more Kyle Busch instead of Martin Truex. It's just, I can understand the fade, but I still have faith in Kyle Busch being Kyle Busch. So, that's pretty much all I got. I understand if you want to fade it, but I'm not going there. Who is R.C. Anderson, LOL? Yeah, he's just some road course guy that B.J. McLeod brought in, or maybe Rick Ware. Honestly, I might have put the wrong names on the wrong teams. I don't really care about those teams. So, yeah. No Haley shares. No, I just don't trust Justin Haley. I know he's cheap this week. I know he's $5,200, but, I just don't see that car, and I don't think Haley's that great of a driver. It's not like we're in It's not like we're in the Xfinity Series. Like if Justin Haley was like Austin Cindric in the Xfinity Series and like always up front in these road courses, it'd be different. But he's just not. So I just don't really see the need to get to him today. I don't think you need to get to him today. Like I don't think there's like Ryan Preece for me. I'd just rather pay $300 more for that. Any DraftKings matchups stand out to you? Honestly, I haven't even looked at DraftKings matchups today, but I can go look. Let me go look. I'll pull up my phone actually. Let's see DraftKings matchups. Any stage one winner prop or race winner props. So for race winner, man, it's kind of hard now. Chase Elliott going to the back and no crew chief. I don't think he's going to win now. Actually, to be honest, I still think he'll run fine. But I don't think he'll win the race. Let me go look at props. So they honestly might be down to change Chase Elliott and stuff. Oh, I just went on odds boost. Stupid. Nah, they're up. Okay. So Chase Elliott's a plus 200. I like Kyle Busch at plus 750 and Martin Truex at plus 600 a lot. I actually really like Joey Logano at plus 1200. Christopher Bell's up to plus 1500 now. I think it's a long shot Brad Keselowski at plus 2500. Like, I don't even care what race we get. If you give me Brad Keselowski at plus 2500, I'm probably just going to take it. So that's like a really good long shot in my opinion. But I mean, really like Logano's, really like Larson, Truex, Kyle Busch. Those would be the guys I bet for winners. When we go look at matchups, Denny Hamlin, that's toss up. Bubba Wallace over Ryan. Gosh, they put like the two worst guys together. It's a toss up. Chris Buescher, Eric Almirola. I think Chris Buescher over Eric Almirola should hit. Austin Dillon, Cole Custer. I wouldn't mind going Austin Dillon over Cole Custer. He's plus 115. Brad Keselowski versus Kevin Harvick. That's a toss up. Matt Benedetto versus Chase Briscoe. I wouldn't mind going Matty D plus 100 over Chase Briscoe. Michael McDowell versus Daniel Suarez. Let's see. That's pretty much a toss-up. Ryan Blaney versus Alex Bowman. I don't mind Bowman there. Reddick, Chastain. That one's a toss-up. William Byron, Kurt Busch. I'd go Kurt Busch there, but he's minus 125. You're not getting great odds there. I mean, that's still fine. Martin Truex Jr. versus Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch is plus 105 over Martin Truex. I like that. Let's see. Okay, I just was staring at my phone. Any stage one winner prop either. Okay, I never bet on stage props in all honesty. I think those are really hard to predict, especially at the road course because everyone plays the strategy at these road courses of hitting right before the end of the stage. So, to win all three stages, no is minus 770. I'll give up gambling if that happens at a road course with the stage points in play. Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna win all the stages, all three stages. There's just no way. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I'd ever bet that. That rarely happens. If someone won all of them, I mean, yeah, I don't think that'll happen. Kyle Larson at Sonoma has entered chat. Yeah, well, Kyle Larson, that was different. I don't see him doing it again or anyone doing it again. I mean, we'll see, but that's not what I want to see. I mean, Kyle Larson's a favorite to win stage one. I wouldn't mind putting money on Logano plus 400 stage one. Well, but I don't want to bet on stages at road courses actually because these road courses. The way to make the race strategy, which I hate it, I think it's dumb. I think it takes it away. All these drivers are going to pit right before the end of the stage because they don't care about. I mean, like, it depends who it is. Like, if it's Kyle Larson leading, he's going to pit. But if you get someone else that doesn't have any point, like if somehow William Byron's up there, he'll probably take those early stage points. It's just, or at least winning the stage is the playoff point. So it's just so hard at these road courses to predict that, in my opinion, versus other tracks. Any other question you guys got? Make sure to hit that like button as well. Any other questions? Is weather concerned today? The lightning yesterday sucked life out of my truck entry. Yeah, let me go look at weather. I meant to do that this morning. Is Watkins Glen like a town? Okay, yeah. Alright. Yeah, I mean, there's 30% chance of thunderstorms at 3, 60 at 4, 60 at 5, Yeah, there might be rain. I mean, if it just rains, they can race, because of rain tires and road courses. But if it's lightning, that could be an issue. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Austin Dillon plus 10,000 stage one winner is worth a look. I don't think there's any way he wins stage one. I mean, unless literally everyone else in front of him hits. He's not good enough at road courses to drive up through the field, and I really doubt that happens. And if it does, you can come at me on Twitter and call me an idiot and send me to NASCAR Takes Exposed. I'll freaking take the L. I don't care. But I really doubt that happens. Because he's just not, road course, he's just not good at road courses. I mean, he wasn't even doing well in the Xfinity race yesterday. So, I mean, I know he wasn't in the best equipment, but he wasn't bad. I ask only because of the rain McDowell's animal. Yeah, no, that is true. That is true. That might not be a bad bet. He's like 81 right now. I think he's like plus 80. I think he's plus 8,000. I mean, he is, that might be worth, just throwing like $5 on that, honestly. Not even throwing a lot of money because, that hits, bro. Ooh. I could totally see him winning if this race goes into the rain. I really like McDowell to play today. And McDowell also has good odds. I did see for a top 10, Michael McDowell is plus 400 too. I don't mind that. I think that's a good bet too. Michael McDowell, the rain king, yeah, he is very good in the rain. I mean, although he hasn't won one. I mean, they haven't done a ton of road races in the rain cup, but it's not like he was that great at COTA and them. But his one Xfinity Series win is in the rain, so. And he did always drive well in them. There was some he didn't win in that he was just up at the front in Xfinity Series when he was driving for Joe Gibbs Racing. Adam Duritz would be proud. I don't even know who that is. So, and you wonder about the RC guy too, equals crap equipment, but in the rain, I'm sure that guy's experiencing that too. I'm sure he does, but I mean, we saw guys in crap equipment in the rain, and I know it's Xfinity Series race, and I know it's Xfinity versus Cup, but they still were not good. Like in COTA, they were racing in the rain, or was it COTA? Or am I talking about the truck race? I'm thinking of the truck race. They did not run in the rain in Xfinity for COTA. Okay, I'm talking about the truck race. That's kind of different. Truck race is a disaster. I mean, it's still crap equipment. And he is going to have experience racing in the rain, but this is the Cup Series. These guys are all good. They all know what they're doing, man. I mean, maybe some of them are going to struggle, like Austin Dillon probably will struggle. But, most of these guys are going to be fine. I don't really think it'll be that much of a difference. Aside from the guys who are just, really good in the rain. Like, Mike McDowell's really good in the rain. You should play a lot of RC. Oh, well. Yeah, go for it, man. Can you play against me? No, I'm just playing. Hey, RC could work out. I just really doubt it. And Rick Ware cars, I just don't trust it. Don't trust it. I rarely ever play those guys, man. It's got to be a rare situation. This is not one of those. I don't even play them, the road course ringers or whatever. I don't even play the road course ringers when they're in the lower tier Xfinity equipment. I just don't want to play them ever. So, got a big head-to-head coming up between Adam and Jay Duncan. Make sure that like button if you have not already. Although I'm sure you have. Any other question you guys got before I head on out? Go enjoy this Sunday. Hopefully you guys will as well. NASCAR 3. I don't know what else you guys are doing for the rest of the day, but I don't even know what I'm going to do. I kind of got to go clean up a little bit of stuff, but, that's about it. Today is the greatest. Alright, guys, probably going to head on out. Thanks for joining as always. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and let's make some money today. Sheesh, Brandon Jones, 14K.